is your no bullshit guide to a happier life. Quick, but not necessarily easy tips to help you to squeeze every last drop of enjoyment out of your business and your life. My name is Helen Calvert. I'm a coach, a business owner and a parent, and I'm so happy to be here with you. I do swear occasionally, as the title suggests, so pop in your headphones if I'm not safe for little ears. Ready to go? Let's do this. Before we start the episode, I have to ask, have you got your ticket yet for Happier Life Live 2026? That's right, my epic 2-day event in Greater Manchester will be back for its 3rd year, and you definitely need to be there. No matter who you are, if you love this podcast, then this event is for you. We have incredible speakers who will be delivering workshops and panel discussions, all on the theme of stepping into our power. With a close eye on diversity and inclusion, this event is all about your happiness and well-being, delivering new perspectives with excessive kindness. Oh, and the food is absolutely delicious as well. Join us on Thursday the 23rd and Friday the 24th of April 2026. This is the impactful event you have been looking for. Tickets are £200 if you sign up before the end of 2025, and you can pay in monthly instalments. All the details are at happier-life.co.uk/happier-life-live. And if that's a bit of a mouthful, you can find that link in the show notes for this episode. I cannot wait to see you there. Hello and welcome to this episode where we are talking about what is coming next for the No Bullshit Guide to a Happier Life. Because can you believe it? We have reached the end of season 5. I can't believe it. It feels like 2 minutes since I decided to start this podcast, and here we are at the end of our 5th season. It has been fantastic. I have loved every minute, and thank you all so much for your support. The very first season was about our self-employed adventures. We then talked in season 2 about all the tools we have for a happier life. Season 3, which might well be my favourite, is about our relationship with ourselves. And then season 4 was all about getting shit done, real tips for productivity. And this year it has been all about the autistic experience and being neurodivergent in this world. And I have so enjoyed bringing my thoughts to you on that and all of your feedback. So what are we going to be talking about in 2026 in season 6? We are going to be talking about stepping into our power. Why is that? Well, that is going to be my theme for the whole of 2026. It is also the theme of Happier Life Live, which is my big 2-day event that I hold in Greater Manchester. That is happening for the 3rd time in April of 2026. And all the details about that will be in the show notes. Love to see you there if you can make it. And there's a reason that stepping into our power is the focus for everything I'm doing in 2026. It is because 2025 has been a shit show. Has it not? I don't know many people, if any people, who have had an easy year. What a year it has been. And from a personal point of view, it has been a really tough year for me and for my partner. Alex has had major health challenges, which we've been navigating. Both of us have been navigating financial stuff. Thank you so much to everyone who has supported us in all of that. And it's been a really tough year for my mental health. And the good news about that is that I know why. I have not been in some kind of nightmare of not understanding what's happening to my brain. Fortunately, I know exactly what's happening. I have unprocessed trauma that I have done a lot of work on. I've done all kinds of therapy over the years, but it's time to dig into that further. So this month, in fact, at the time of recording, I haven't started yet, but by the time this episode comes out, I will have started. I'm going to be having EMDR treatment. EMDR is a specific form of therapy that is very effective for trauma. It stands for Eye Movement Desensitization and Reprocessing. It is a psychotherapy that helps people heal from distressing memories, particularly those from trauma. So I cannot wait to get started. I'm always excited to start new forms of therapy. I love to find out how these different things can help, and I'm really looking forward to the difference this is going to make. So next year we are stepping into our power, because that is all that we can do. We are not going to sit here in the tatters of 2025 and just think, oh, well, this is all a bit crap. What are we going to do? No, I'm not having that. We are stepping into our power next year, people. And that is the theme of the podcast for season 6. What that will look like, I haven't decided yet, but it will be exactly what we've always had, which is short episodes with my thoughts on all of these topics, and hoping to support you all to have happier lives. Over the winter, I'm going to be putting what I call my burnout protocols in place, because last year I dropped into autistic burnout and it was a completely new thing to me. I have been through it before in my life, but never before had I known what it was. I now know what it is, what causes it for me, and how I can not resist it, but how I can make it less likely that I will drop into it again. So I will be hibernating quite strongly over the winter. I recommend that you all do that as much as you can as well, because that is what is normal for our bodies, isn't it? A bit of hibernation. And then we will come back strong in the spring. I'm not sure yet exactly when the new season will start, probably around February, but we shall see. There are opportunities to sponsor episodes next season. I've got some sponsors lined up, but there are still some sponsorship slots available. Details of that will be in the show notes. If you want to stay in touch or just come into my world a little bit more, then you can join my membership, which is the Happier Life Hub. Guess what? The details of that are in the show notes. And finally, this podcast is not free to produce. So if you love it and you would like to support it, but you can't sponsor, then please do head to, yes, the link in the show notes where you can buy me a coffee, which is a way that you can donate just a small amount of money to help support the podcast. And I really appreciate everyone who does that. So who is up for stepping into their power next year? I hope you all are. We will figure out what that looks like. I can promise it will be no bullshit. So there will be no talk about things that are completely inaccessible to us. We will be talking about the real stuff. We will be talking about what we mean by power, because that's an interesting word in itself, isn't it? And for some people, that will be a challenging word, because they might be afraid of power, theirs and other people's. But it's something that we can step into in ways that are meaningful for us. So we will be looking at all of that, talking about ourselves as business owners, if that's us, as parents, if that's us, as human beings, with all the beauty and challenge that comes with that, the glorious people that we are, and how we can step into our power, how we all have some. You are not powerless, but how feeling powerless can be incredibly challenging, but how we can all find our power, step into it, help each other to step into it, and then really move forward. And of course, when we are doing that, we're going to be being excessively kind to ourselves, because it's the only way to achieve anything, as hopefully we know if you have been listening to this podcast for some time. And that way, we are going to squeeze every drop of joy out of 2026 that we possibly can, because goodness knows we deserve it. So look after yourselves over the winter. Head to the show notes for all of the ways you can come into my world and support and contact and get involved. And I will see you again next year. Thank you so much for listening. If you'd like to find out how to work with me or how to get your hands on a copy of my book, you can find all of those links in the info for this episode. My huge thanks to Stephanie Ward of the Spicy Brain Collective for sponsoring the whole of this season of the No Bullshit Guide to a Happier Life. You can also find out more about Steph's collective for neurodivergent business owners via the links in the episode info. See you next time.